Greetings. Hi. Hello. It's good to see you. Good to be back. Maybe there's somebody. Perhaps someone is there out there who is watching you but can't see you. They can't get a good look at you, I guess. I don't know. Like they can't. I don't know. It's like someone can't get in your vicinity. They can't quite. They're looking for you in some kind of way. Like someone doesn't have access to something with you. Maybe, and it kind of feels innocent, I'm not gonna lie. Like an old friend maybe is looking for you. Like you got a friend out there. I'm thinking about this one friend that I had growing up, and she moved to New York, and we stopped talking. Sunshine LaRue. She called herself Sunshine LaRue. I'm thinking about her. That's why it feels like someone's looking for you, but they can't quite find you. But there's somebody who also is like blocked out of your energy though. It doesn't feel like that same energy, but I don't know. They're trying to get a good, like they're trying to see you from different angles or whatever. They're trying to observe you. They're trying to get a good look. They can't quite get a good look. You're like an enigma, a concept, a thing. I don't know. I seen this like meme. I guess it's a meme earlier, and it was like people are cool with concepts until they become materialized. I thought that was like, yeah. Like people are cool with it sounds good until you actually have to do it. It sounds good until you actually are put in that place and in that position for that thing to come into fruition or whatever the case may be. So let's see. There's something here. Something here. Something about an energy being like obscure. You're obscure to something else or someone else. I'm telling you. Illusionary, like hidden energy. It's a mystery. Okay? Psychic. It's a mystery. It's going like it's, I don't know. Anyway, something could be coming in for you rather quickly. Hi there. I was about to do a look in the mirror. I still want to do a look in the mirror, but all of a sudden, I'm going to do a Celtic cross. Oh, that's funny. Because like the moment I said that, it just said, boom, flipped out. All right. Taking a walk down memory lane. This is the energy that's presented to you. Some sort of nostalgic energy. Maybe even reconnecting with your inner child or childhood. Again, there might be something here where you're reconnecting with a childhood friend. Someone is like taking a walk down memory lane. They're remembering you. So they go looking for you and they want to get together and reconcile and you know, have a good old time. But they can't quite see you. That's kind of there. But for others of you, you're trying to get a grips, and you will be successful in this, but you're trying to get a grips on who you really are, I guess. It's like, I don't know. Another meme that I've seen going around recently makes me feel like it's just like copy and paste energy, which I really hate, but I hope people really are experiencing this. They're like, I healed so much that I started to be weird again, as weird as I was in the 8th grade, you know, whatever, like that. And it's that kind of energy. It's like you're trying to reconnect with yourself or things that make you happy, or, you know, trying to live a life worth remembering. I'm gonna say that's what's presented. But for others of you, it's like literally somebody who is missing you. reminiscing about you and wanting to reconnect. What's the blockage, if any? Come on. A conflict. So, it's hard to do this. Whatever this is, it's kind of difficult. Someone needs to be creative, come up with like an idea, be more adventurous about it or something like that. Or someone is wanting to come and like offer you an adventure in order for you guys to reconnect. And again, if this is you with yourself, you are struggling to reconnect with your childhood self, and you'll find that playing is going to help a lot. Like whatever play is for you, for some of you, it might literally be play some video games, which I don't know. I don't see anything wrong with it. I think some people might have like feel like that's a waste of time, but for some of you, play some video games and relax and chill out, and you're gonna find like, oh yeah, I'm starting to feel like myself again. Play Mario Kart. Play Kingdom Hearts. I'm old, but yeah, play Kingdom Hearts. Like, I should go play Kingdom Hearts. But seriously, something like that. Mario Kart. Something like nostalgic for you. Maybe go to the arcade or play. Be adventurous. Be adventurous. And for others of you, literally, there is somebody that you know from childhood that is like, you guys are not getting along, or they're having a hard time getting to you. I'd give you a shout out, even Spyro. Yes, Spyro. Clank and Ratchet. I'd give you a shout out even if you didn't like and subscribe. Because I just like giving people shout outs. But how do you want me to shout you out? But yeah, okay. Let's see. What's going on in the past? Why is this energy even here? Let's talk about that. Because it was an argument. Someone may have put out some aggressive energy towards you, okay? Or you had to defend yourself and be the aggressor in some sort of way in the past. Oh my God. I don't know if this is you or this is, first of all, how do you decipher? Let me see. What the heck is this? It looks like you with somebody else and you argue with them. There's conflict between you two and there's not a lot of getting along, but there is a desire to be getting along. Oh, DB? Shout out to DB. DB D6X. They're number one. It could be, how you would know, it could be like about money. It could be about like within your legacy, your family. Something like this. It could also be like a long-standing beef. I don't know what that means, but like a long-standing beef. There was an argument. I'm just going to read it like how I really feel. It's you, somebody else. There was disagreement. You might have felt like you had to advocate for yourself, take control of a situation. Someone here felt like they had to be the bigger person. There was some argument, and somebody who is observing you and watching you and trying to get a good look of you, they want to like be in your energy, but there's conflict. That's what I see. If this is not you, this is not you. You too, have a great day. This is for somebody. It's odd because I was just like, I don't be like, I do a lot of readings, but I do not be putting them. I feel like if you catch it and you stay, then it's for you. If you don't, then it's not for you. But for whatever reason, I was going to share this one because I don't know. And it feels like, I don't know. Well, the near future, for whatever the situation, does not look so, I don't know. I don't know. This is I haven't picked up energy like this in a while. So be careful. There's like remorse and regret in the future with this energy. There's 555. There could be a really big change happening within this energy, between you and this energy. A huge change. 555. Hey, Cassie. But it's just, it's conflict, it's remorse, it's lack, it's loss. Okay? And there is an argument or an energy of advocating for oneself. Right? I'm like, no, you're protesting something. In the past, someone was protesting something. It caused some conflict. The energy of, like, I don't know, man. I just don't get these kinds of energies very often. There's someone here holding back in the conscious position. Someone's like holding on to something, holding back, keeping things to themselves, holding their resources to themselves, maybe like holding their knowledge to themselves, those kinds of things, like holding back, keeping, just kind of preserving themselves. That's like, I want to say someone's being stingy, but it doesn't feel like greedy. It feels like someone's like preserving what they have. They're very stable with what it is. They're not, you can't get it. It's like, I'm not giving it up because there is a conflict. Oh God, I don't get these kinds of energies often, y'all. I don't know. It's not that I can't read it. It's just, again, a big change, bro. Huge, just kind of a big mindset change. Someone's mindset, the way they view the situation is just completely changing. And someone is really stepping their game up here and standing on business. Subconsciously, they're in control. They have control of a situation, have control of themselves. They understand something about their reality and how they need to proceed with it. He has like a timepiece in his hand, which Saturn is typically represented as an old man. And I know that the Emperor is Aries, but there could have been like a lesson learned. That's the feeling, like lesson learned. When I think about Saturn, Saturn's typically represents like wisdom, lessons, long lessons, things going on for a long time. Also, there are benefits that come with it, but then with this Aries energy, there's someone just out of nowhere initiates this energy. Boom. There's in this energy of lesson learned. It's like they seen something. There was someone who chose to advocate. It caused the conflict, and it's leading into, could be clarified, because someone's mind is changing. And there's like remorse. Someone is like, there's getting ready to turn around to a better beginning, because something that they were looking at already, yeah, okay, that makes sense. That's how I felt about it. Something that they were looking at already just failed. I don't know how to explain that, but it isn't it. The cups, they spilled over. So someone's getting ready to. That's what I feel like, getting ready to turn around to see these other two cups that are still standing up. And when I clarified, it's the King of Cups. So they're getting ready to move into something better for themselves. They're just moving into something a lot better for themselves. Now, you can be, for some of you, this is like an ex that stalks you in social media. And you guys like didn't get along. You constantly find yourself maybe bickering with this person, having to advocate for yourself, having to fight for your rights, which is like, you don't want to do that in a relationship. No one wants to do that in a relationship, right? No one wants to have to fight for their rights. No one wants to have to tell someone how to show them love. If it's too much of a struggle to teach you how to love me, then it's in my best interest to keep to myself, to hold back, because it causes a lot of conflict for me. Okay, regardless of the fact that there may be some walk down memory lane from time to time, or a tendency to reminisce on the past, someone has, like in the subconscious even, decided to take control of themselves and take control of the... Oh, we're back. Maybe we're back. Okay, so I'm gonna put it there. Hopefully we're back. And we'll finish out the Celtic Cross. But yeah, maybe someone had to grieve through a situation to figure out what it is that, brought them happiness, what allowed them to have emotional stability, or whatever the case may be. And they went after that. They're turning around from looking at cups of spilled milk and going after what it is that they desire. In the heart space, the High Priestess. There is a deep understanding of the human psychology, okay? There's also something that's hidden. Something that someone's keeping to themselves and they're keeping quiet about. But a deep understanding of their own psychology, like why they are the way that they are, what makes them tick, what ignites like that shadow version of themselves, and how to keep it tamed. Someone has a really good hold over their heart space, okay? They're not like overly taken in drastic places with their emotions. So someone overall nervous system could be at ease because of the way that they understand themselves. They know what their triggers are. They know how to bring their nervous system back down. They're not in fight or flight all the time. If they find themselves in a high stress situation, they're typically able to bring themselves down, calm themselves down. If they find their mind going all kinds of places, they're able to really hone in on that with the Ace of Wands at the bottom of the deck. In the external environment, we have the Two of Cups. That Two of Cups that someone in the Five of Cups, 3 cups had spilled, 2 cups were remaining, and they were turning themselves around to do what? To observe these 2 cups. Reciprocity. And this is brand new for someone. This is igniting a lot of passion for someone. Reciprocity with themselves and others, like other people and them are giving and taking and giving and receiving with the same amount of, and I'm going to say selfhood, okay? Like with the same amount of selfhood, okay? Let me explain. The relationships that someone is participating in are very healthy relationships because they're going to people who are fulfilled within themselves already as it is. So they hold their own Ace of Cups, and this one holds their own Ace of the Cups. The Ace of Cups, to me, though it would represent new love a lot of times, to me, it represents an abundance of self-love, your cup overflow. So if you have an Ace of Cups and that one has an Ace of Cups, when you go to one another, it's an equal and fair exchange emotionally, in the emotional space, okay? In other situations, if this person's cup is empty and yours is full, then you are pouring from your cup to give to theirs. And what is refilling your cup? Is it theirs? Is it an equal or fair exchange? No. They are the taker and you are the giver. But in this situation, things are equal and fair and good. Shit. It's good. Hopes and fears. Hopes and or fears. But typically, hopes and fears are the same thing. As you would hope that you are healing quite well, right? With a star, recognizing yourself and recognizing the things about you that make you special. You could also fear that you are not. You have not. You could hope, right? And these are all together. You could hope so much that you have attracted in relationships that are reciprocal in that way of who you are and the healing that you've done on yourself. But there can also be a fear that, oh my God, have I re-attracted some sort of lesson That's the feeling that I get. It's like it's the fear. Have I reattracted some sort of lesson? I don't think so. I think you know yourself very well. I think you've done a lot to care for yourself, to do some sort of healing for yourself, particularly mental, because I'm getting psychology in this energy, particularly a mental type of healing, that you have attracted people who do actually understand you and can give to you something that is worthwhile. Okay, sometimes there's like an unbalanced, unequal, like, how do I say it? It's unbalanced or it's unequal, where there's just, you can't give and receive properly. And it's not because one person is worse than the other. It's just like a person might not be at that place. It's like literally the energy of a mom getting mad at the 4-year-old for not being fast enough when they're a toddler, and toddlers like to explore their world and do crazy shit and do backflips in the middle of getting dressed and eating dinner. Like, they love to do crazy stuff. Why would you get mad when every toddler, since the existence of toddlers, do that, should do that, and is a healthy part of their development, right? So sometimes you got to learn to pick your battles and pick them wisely. If you get in a relationship with someone who is emotionally immature and you're mature, you have to accept that, hey, this person is emotionally immature. They can't give me the maturity level that I need, and so it's kind of immature for me to expect that from them. I don't think you're in that place. I think you're in a place where you are emotionally intelligent enough to understand what is good for you, what is not good for you, what serves you, what does not serve you, where you are at, where they are at, and if you're willing to deal with it. And you're just in a good space all overall. But there is a fear here that you can't quite see, but I think you can. I think you can quite. I think, like, on your own, like, you can see quite well. Okay, you could be a very attractive person, or in this current energy that you're in, you're finding that you're attracting exactly what it is that you desire, because you're courageous enough to go after it, because you're spontaneous enough to go after it, and because you have enough charisma to go to get what you want, like to ask for what you want and to receive what you want. You have it. Okay, you can make things happen for yourself in a very like coherent way for yourself, like, so it just works for your life. That's who you are. And resilient. You're very resilient too. So you may be dreaming more, resting more, loving yourself more by resting, those kinds of energies. Overall, what is our likely outcome in this energy for whatever this is? I wish I had a fortune cookie. That's a gem, but it just looks like a heart. Okay. Well, I have picked up the rest of the cards from the Celtic Cross, and the Emperor was already there in the subconscious. I shuffled a lot, and it came back out. Okay, for the likely outcome. You've already subconsciously put yourself in this place of control. In this place where you feel like, okay, lesson learned. I'm wise. I've been there, done that. In my material world, I'm set because I know how to use my material world for my own benefit. It's stable. Okay? When it comes to speaking and communicating and doing anything as far as thoughts are concerned, you're in a space where you have good control over your mental faculties. When it comes to the heart space, you know how and when to use it. And when it comes to this wand and things that you need to be passionate about or take actions on, you know how to do that. A very balanced individual this is, because they've learned a lot of lessons. This is your likely outcome because this is where you placed yourself in a high position for your own life. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Closing remarks. You've gained some sort of balance over things that are meant to burden you or would burden others. All right. What do you need to know? I think you know whatever you need to know. But let's see. Again, I think you know what you need to know because the Ten of Wands comes out again. And the reason I said I feel like you have balance over things that would usually burden others is this is what I seen. And this with the Two of Pentacles. Okay. Heavy energy. Something about you knowing how to knowing when to use your heart, knowing when to use your mind. Not being emotionally manipulated for whatever that means for you. You're almost there with something. Okay. Again, there's something here about lessons learned, learning something. Okay. Learning something, having a new perspective, and whatever this new perspective is, it's allowing you to balance out your life. Six of Pentacles with what you give and receive. Okay. Balance. And it is relieving you of some sort of burdens. It's just relieving you. And it is a mental thing. This is a mental load. It's not the act of doing something. It is the act of thinking about it that might drive you a little bit crazy. But the more that you figure things out for yourself and balance things out for yourself, I see you just relieving yourself of certain burdens. So with that being said, because you're gonna realize something, learn something, and it's gonna attract in some sort of, this fell down, but it's gonna attract in some sort of you could be getting it's something that's it's a gift. It's a gift. It's a gift from God, a gift from the universe. The ethers are coming down and materializing for you in some sort of way. It's something like this. It's attracting this in. But it's because you figure something out. It's like an ascension reward. For those of you who do it, you do consciously ascend. You heal yourself. You heal your nervous system so that you can attract abundance into your life. For those of you who are consciously doing that, right? It's bringing in this new level for you that it's only explainable by, like, I don't know. It's going to seem like magic to some people. But for you, you know you did the work for it. Okay? And you put yourself in some sort of leadership position. So with that being said, I hope that brought somebody some clarity. I'm about to go buy some potatoes and something. I don't know. I got to meal prep some food for this week. Catch you next time.